Hi fairies, welcome back to my channel. It's the Rage Andrea. So today I'm giving you guys a very different video. I'm going to be getting ready, but I'm actually going to be getting ready to go to the airport and travel. I have to do a quick business trip to Atlanta, so yeah, I have to go. Like, I have to, and I have to travel. So I'm going to be doing my hair, doing a quick little slay. My hair is already prepped. I'm going to be using a wig from DIVASWIGS. I already prepped it the day before. I will put in this video how I bleach the knots because I do have a new bleach knots method, and I told you guys I was going to eventually show you guys how I like to customize my wigs now. Super easy, super good for beginners. And the reason I call it a popcorn method of bleaching your knots is because it's literally like you're cooking the wig, and it's like in a popcorn bag. It's like an aluminum foil and it looks like it's popcorn. So I'm going to be inserting in the video exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. I'm just going to be using some bleach from BW2, and I'm also going to be using some 30 volume developer. I'm just going to mix those two together, and I do insert in this video when you know your bleach is ready. When you mix up your mixture of your bleach and your developer and you start to see that your applicator kind of is limp, it's not really holding up, it's falling over, that means it's not ready to be put on the knots. But once you see that your applicator is actually sticking straight up in the bleach, that means it's good to go. So I'm just going to take that bleach mixture that we kind of cooked up already, and we're going to apply that to the bleach. I'm going to place an aluminum foil on the bottom of the wig, and then I'm also going to place a aluminum foil on the top of the wig, because now we're going to fold those aluminum foils together and close that air into that wig. This basically just makes it so that you have a even circulation of airflow. Your bleach will process evenly because we have it suffocated into that aluminum foil. Basically, you're able to bleach your knots evenly every single time. It actually quickens up the bleaching process. Before, I would let my bleach sit on for about an hour, but now since I've been doing this technique, I only have to let my bleach sit for about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how strong the knots are. And usually, if you guys did not know, with straighter wigs, the knots are usually a lot more strong than it is with wavy textures like body wave or curly, deep curly, loose wave, those type of things. So just a little tip for you guys if you guys did not know that little tip. And then I'm just going to rinse it out per usual, put on some purple shampoo, let that sit for about 20 minutes, rinse it out, and then this is the ending results. You guys can see that the bleach is just perfectly sitting on this dang wig. Like, they are perfect. I didn't even have to go in and do my reverse bleach knot method, which I take some jet black dye and I apply that to make sure that the knots are evenly. I have no over bleach sections or anything. I didn't even have to do that with this wig. So I love this new method. I hope you guys love it just as much as I do. And now let's get started for the application and the install. I keep saying application every single time I want to say install. So this is the wig, and like I said, I already went ahead and prepped the wig off camera. It does have HD lace. As you guys can see, it blends in so good. I did not tint this lace because of the method that I'm going to be doing. You guys know I like to take my bold hold and mix it with some translucent powder that is close to my skin tone. Today I'm going to be using the Cover FX Perfect Loose Setting Powder. As long as it's a loose setting powder that's close to your skin tone, it obviously does not have to be specifically Cover FX, but I know Laura Mercier has one, Ben Nye has one, Cover FX has one, and so many different other brands have colors that's good for deeper skin tones. As long as you find a color that matches you perfectly, then you're good to go. Actually this is when this method comes in. So I'm going to put some makeup on this lace. I'm going to take my MAC Dark Deepest powder. It looks like this. And I'm just going to take a powder brush, and I'm going to apply the powder inside of the wig. So I think this is the time when people start to think, like, do I use makeup to blend in my lace wig? Do I use lace tint to blend in my lace wig? The answer to that is when you have a wig that's kind of similar to this one, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what to look for. When you have a lace wig that has a slight tint to the lace, this lace has a slight tint to it because it pretty much directly blends in with my skin tone. Like I said, this is HD lace. When you find an HD that blends into this, there's two types of HD laces. There's HD lace that's transparent, and there's HD lace that has a slight tint to it. I believe this is that type of HD lace that has a slight tint. And when you have a slight tint to your wigs, I would advise you not to do a lace tint, because you're going to have the problem that I had in my last video. If you guys did not see that video, go ahead and check it out. But in that video, I did tint the lace on that. And when I first tinted the lace on it, it was way too dark. That's because I had a HD lace that had a slight tint already to it. So if this was an HD lace that had a transparent lace to it, you would know it's transparent because it will literally have no color. If I was to put it on the back of my hand like this, it would not blend in directly like this. Like, even though it's HD, that does not mean it's going to be invisible. So like I said, this wig is from DIVASWIGS. This is the box that it came in. You guys know I like to insert this now into my videos to show you guys, you know, because these companies be trying to sell people videos nowadays, and I don't have time for all that. So let's move on to installing, because I'm doing pretty good on timing. I have exactly an hour, but it is not going to take me an hour to install this, hopefully, knock on wood. But yes, like, it's just giving me classic middle part black flawless type of wig, okay? And this is where the wig stops, and you guys can see when I finally brush it out and everything, it would just evenly just, you know, be like a nice little blunt cut at the ends. I'm gonna leave the lace on, but I'm going to move to putting on the lace. And actually, I'm thinking that I want to take this. I have this white little pencil, and I'm actually going to use this for once in my life to mark where my lace is. So I'm going to pull this back a little bit. That did absolutely nothing for my life, because I can't even see it on this side. I need some energy, girl. So I'm going to take my Bold Hold Active, and I'm going to show you guys, because if you guys did not see my last video, well, now you will know what I do. So I take the Bold Hold, and I get a good amount, because I'm going to do about two layers, at least 2 layers on the top and then 1 on the sides, because I am going to be taking this wig off tomorrow. So I don't really need like that strong of a hold. I'm going to take what's left in this powder, and I'm just going to shake that onto, man, I'm only going to use a little bit. So I'm only going to use this much that's on there. All right, it's not wanting to focus. Come on. There you go. I'm only going to use that much. I'm going to take my wooden spatula. I got this from the arts and crafts store, and you do not need a lot of powder. You do not want to get a lot of powder, because then it won't work. So this is good. This is good what I have on here. I'm gonna pull, Lord, gonna pull this back and start to apply. And you want to still make sure that you have like a slight white cast to it, because that will blend in. But you don't want it to be too brown, because then that means that you put way too much. And apply. I love using the glue method, because I feel like it makes my install go so much faster. So much faster. Like, I feel like if I don't do lace glue and I was to sit here and be using bedhead, oh my gosh, I would be here all day, and I do not have time, because I have to leave to catch my flight within the next 40 minutes, and I would not have time to do my makeup and finish slightly packing and put this damn wig on and be out the house. Hell no. Now I'm going to take a scarf. I'm just going to put that on the hairline. I'm going to pull it slightly taut, and then I'm going to take this blow dryer and blow dry for 30 seconds. There it go. There it go. Okay, timing is good. Timing is good. So take off the lace. I'm gonna have to move this up closer to me. And this part, you guys see me do this all the time. I'm just going to start to cut the lace. Cut it as close as possible to the hairline, but cut it in sections. I feel like I'm getting this install thing down, y'all. Down, 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 down. Give me like 2 more months. Slunny, honey, you ain't about to say nothing to me. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to doing my face while my hairline sits under here and just cooks a little bit. I'm gonna start with my brows. I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty MVP brow MVP in black brown, and then I'm also be using a little bit of the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. And I did get my brows laminated. If you guys want to check out my maintenance vlog, which is a video I put up before this one, go ahead and check that out to see who did my brow lamination. But because I got this, I don't really have to do too much, so I'm actually only going to line up the bottom. I'm going to do a slight bit up here because this brow for some odd reason does not want to grow thicker. I'm going to take my Precisely. This is about to be the fastest, absolute fastest ever makeup. So I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty. Have to use this to cut my brows. Have to. Just have to. This is in a number 410. Now I'm going to move on to my face. I'm going to use the No Pore Bone Prime Essence and also pair that with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I'm only using concealer today. This is going to be a no foundation routine because I hate, and I absolutely say it again, I hate flying with a face full of makeup. So I still want to look like, you know, decent, but I don't want to look overdone. You know what I mean? And we're only going to use concealer today. So I'm not going to use the Fenty Beauty concealer for my face because my face is a little bit more on the dry normal side. I'm actually going to be using these 3 Born This Way concealers. It's their multi-use sculpt concealers. So I'm going to be mixing the colors Chai and Toffee. I'm going to take Chai and put that more or less in the center wherever I need to. So I really don't need a lot. As you guys can see, my skin looks bomb. I'm really just going to concentrate it around my mouth and under my eyes to give me that more awake look. I'm actually going to stay away from my forehead because I don't need any up there. So I'm going to put Chai on Mr. Mustache under here and put a little bit on my cheeks. I really don't need it, but why not? Around my nose. And then I'm going to blend that out. And we have that primer base that we use from Bobbi Brown and a little bit of hydration from that No Pore Bone to really have the concealer have something to stick to. Blend this out. But some odd reason, even though the multi-use concealers are more on the hydrating side, I feel like if I was to sit and put this all over my face and then try to blend it out, it would like have already dried. And it's done that to me quite a few times. So now I know, you know, if I am in a rush and I want to just, you know, move fast with my concealer, put on one shade first, blend it out, and then move on to the next shade. Now I'm going to take Toffee and put that on the outer skirts because this is a lot more warm and it's just going to warm up my face a bit. I'm also going to bring it here because it's definitely a little bit more on the warm side, which is what I need because I feel like I'm like a neutral warm. Slight neutral warm, but I'm definitely warm on the outskirts of my face. Now I'm gonna take the color Caramel and put this underneath my eyes to give me some highlight. I don't want to be all one tone. That's ugly. Boom. See how that just slightly lifted my eye? You need that. You needs that. I just like awoken. I've awoken. I've awoken. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Under Baked Powder to set this concealer under my eyes. I don't want to like look like I'm dried up in the Sahara Desert. Or I might put some lashes on, you guys. I don't know. I'm gonna bronze up my skin. This is the Prime Beauty Brownsville bronzer. And we're going to chisel out these cheeks because I didn't use any contour. And I'm just gonna pull this back a little bit. This is exactly what I was going for. Exactly what I was going for. I'm going to put on some mascara. This is the Fenty in Full Frontal. I literally have 2 minutes, but I'm on perfect timing. Good thing I didn't do lashes because my eyes are watery today. And I did not feel like dealing with that. This is the Los Angeles Extra Shine Lip Gloss. I don't know where my Fenty is and I don't have time to look for it. So this is just what's gonna have to do. Okay, so I clearly need to let my hairline sit a little bit longer with the head wrap. So I'm just going to take this, put it on my hairline, and let it sit the entire time that I'm at the airport and on a plane because it needs to sit a lot longer and lay a lot longer than what I did, which is no problem because I mean, you know, I don't have to look super duper laid. And I'm pretty sure by the time I get to Atlanta, it would be laid the way that I want it to be. So yeah. And I'm just going to now be done, pack my stuff up, and then we about to be out the door, honey. Okay, guys, so I'm recording on my phone. The new iPhone has a 4K camera anyway, so I'm just packing up the rest of my bags. We actually have to like leave like ASAP. Hi, kitty. So I'm just showing you guys what I do. I pack all my makeup and my hair tools in here. I do not let my makeup go in my suitcase. That is a huge no-no for me. So I pack all my makeup in here, all my hair stuff in here. The only thing I don't put in here is scissors. You have to put scissors in there. Come on, stupid ass microwave. You have to put your scissors in here because they will not allow that to go on the plane. All my clothes and everything goes in here. I'm only going for 3 days, so I don't really need that much, but you definitely need options, hunty. Then now I'm gonna pack up this bag. This is like my laptop. This is all my camera stuff. In here, you definitely need this. So this is because I am post-surgery. I'm bringing my ab board and my waist trainer on the plane. So once I touch down in Atlanta, I put this straight on because the inflammation from being in the air is I'm gonna blow the hell up. So make sure that you guys, if you guys just got surgery, that you definitely have your waist trainer and your ab board. I do have my faja on, so that's not a problem. But yeah. Also, make sure you guys have gloves and your face mask. It's in here somewhere. Oh, make sure you guys have face masks and gloves, at least 3 pair of each. I like to do one per day. I'm gonna be there for 3 days, so I'm just gonna actually grab a few more gloves for just in case, because I just want to make sure that I'm just being safe while I'm out there, because that virus is no joke. And one other thing is that stupid ass microwave.
Get your coffee.
Okay, it. And then just make sure you guys have hand sanitizer, because this is going to be a must when you're traveling too. Just make sure it's in your purse so that you have it at all times. Okay, so this is how the hairline is looking. It's okay. This is how the hairline is looking after I took the scarf off. But yes, you guys already know how I feel about the bold hold. I only use the bold hold active. That's like the best one in my opinion. And then you guys know that I like to mix it with my powder. One thing I want to tell you guys, when I was in the airport and I had my mask and stuff on, like I felt like everyone was like staring at me, but then I was like looking at them and staring back at them like, why are you looking at me when you're supposed to be wearing a mask and stuff anyways? So don't look at me like I'm weird. I'm looking at you like you're weird. So I'm not trying to get caught out here with no virus. I don't know about you, but I can care less about you staring at me, okay sis? But anyways, make sure you guys are safe when you're traveling. I have to start to travel a lot more, so it is what it is. You know, this whole thing is happening, but I'm not going to stop my life and everything because of this. I'm just going to have precautions and just make sure that when I do travel, I'm wearing my mask, I'm wearing my gloves, and all that good stuff. And this hair, I don't mind this hair at all. This hair is like really good, like super good. And then you guys know I did put in the video of me bleaching my knots, so you guys know how I updated bleaching my knots and how I can do it evenly every single time. So yes. Hi guys, so today is Wednesday, and I took my wig off and I went ahead and cleaned it, took the glue off and everything, because the wig itself is still good. The only thing I want to do is just reapply it because it just had too much gunk, you know, on it and everything. So what I'm going to do is, as you guys can see, it's nice and clean. I didn't have to wash it or anything. So all I'm going to do is just reapply it, using the same method and technique that you guys saw me do when I was at my studio at home, using my powder and some lace glue, and then I'm just going to reapply it. But I'm just going to sit down and do it. I have the mirror in front of me. I'm actually in Atlanta still, so you know, I need a wig. I can't just be walking around Atlanta looking freaking crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reapply it on, restyle the wig, do my makeup, and then show you guys the upkeep, because the wig itself is doing good. Like, I've had this on my head since Sunday, so it's been hanging in there. It's been doing fine, and I'm very impressed with it. The lace hasn't, like, you know, broken off or anything. Broken off meaning like the lace hasn't ripped or anything like that. So I'm just going to give you guys like a little mini update of, you know, a few days of me wearing the wig, and just reapply it for y'all. So this part is most likely just going to be fast forward because you guys already see me do this a million times already. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on, and then do my makeup off camera, and then come back and just give you guys a little mini update. I am feeling it. It's looking good per usual. I actually feel like it looks better this time than it did the first time. But you guys already know by now when it comes to me, like, I'm so weird. Like, I feel like I do better with installing my wigs the second go around than I do the first go around. So I feel like moving forward, I'm about to be sitting here showing you guys the way I put my wig on twice, because I feel like the first time I do it, it's a little bit more complicated and I kind of have to like take my time a little bit more. And then when I put it on the second time, when the lace is already cut, I feel like I do a way better job with doing it on uno dos. That makes no sense. I feel like I always do a better job when I apply the wig the second time. Let me give you guys a close-up really quick. So this is a close-up. I feel like this looks way better than how I did it the first time. So yeah, I feel like honestly at this point I'm going to just start doing my wigs off camera, and then when I apply my wigs on again, I feel like that's when I'm going to want to come on camera and install it for you guys, just because I feel like it's just a whole lot better. Like even this top part, before this top part was not really blending in like that, but now it is. Do you guys see that? So I don't know, y'all, but yes, that pretty much concludes this entire video. Let me, because it's like looping, I don't have time for this. So yeah, this wig has been holding up. I've had this in for the past 5 days straight. Only thing I did different was go ahead and clean the lace and just take the lace glue off the lace and just reapply it, and this is how it looks when I reapplied it. So yes, let me know if you guys like my little, you know, updated wig videos of like me actually wearing the wig consistently and reapplying it. Also let me know if you guys like my little travel vlog. I feel like this was like cute, how I like to do my makeup and my hair when I'm running to the airport, and also how I maintain my wigs when I'm on vacation. So yes, I pretty much always bring one wig when I'm on vacation. It's just a lot easier for me to pack, a lot easier for me to manage, because a lot of times my wigs just don't, they just be, you know, I don't be having time to wash them, prep them before I go on vacation. I just grab and go. So yes, again, thank you so much to DIVASWIGS for sponsoring this video. Let me know how you guys like this HD lace. I told you guys I'm so spoiled with HD lace. I just feel like, listen sis, just give me the HD lace. That's all I want moving forward. So I love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys in my next video, and bye guys.